Let's take a look at the Sun Princess Casino. Hey y'all, it's Koala bringing you quality cruise content, and in this video we're going to take a full tour of all of the slot machines and table games that this beautiful new ship has to offer. With this being a newer ship, we're going to find a lot of fan favorites in the slots and table department. We're going to find dancing drums as well as some Huff and Puff machines, and we're going to get a wide variety and a lot of space in here. But let's talk a little bit about how this casino works. So, this is a really interesting concept that I haven't seen before. And what it is there's this concept called the bank. Now, if you're familiar, Sun Princess does use what is called a medallion. Think of it as like an air tag. And that is like your room key combined with all of the features you would need on a cruise ship. And it's also how you tap into the slot machines and table games to be able to earn your points. Now, this is important, especially if you want to gain enough points to be able to use it for a future cruise or a future cabin. And what's also interesting is that you don't necessarily actually cash out of these machines. On the slot machines, there's this feature called the bank. And whenever you want to cash out of a machine, it's actually going to transfer all of the funds that you currently have, all the credits you have on that machine, into your bank. And it's like a virtual system going on. I actually really like this. I think this is a very interesting concept, and I kind of like it because it's out of sight, out of mind in a sense. It helped me with my winnings and keeping track of the money I was winning and spending. However, you do have to be careful, because if you do not cash out from your bank at the end of the cruise, that money is gone. It is lost, and there is no way for you to get that back. So you have to be mindful of that. Also, another really interesting feature is that if you are not playing actively on the machine, after a little bit of time, it's going to actually time out. And this is a great safety feature, because oftentimes we'll see that, we might forget to tap out of the machine and earn points from someone else's play and whatnot. But Princess does a great job of avoiding any issues with people forgetting their cards and forgetting to tap out of machines. So it helps to keep that safe and secure, and no one's going to be playing on your account. So we've taken a look at this side of the casino. We've seen a wide variety of slot machines already. We do have this middle breezeway with the elevators here. And I will say the flow of this casino is a little bit interesting, because all the table games are right in the middle. And what you'll notice is there isn't necessarily an actual bar here. There is a cart, and we'll see that towards the end of the video, but it's not actually a bar. And I think that was an oversight with this ship, because of course drinks in the casino are gonna happen, right? People are going to be ordering drinks. I mean, I order water all the time when I'm in the casino, because you spend a little bit of time in there. But I think that not having a bar was quite an oversight on Princess's part, because the cart area is incredibly crowded and it's hard to get through, because it's also a walking point too, to get from one side of the casino to the other. Because what you'll notice in just a little bit too is that the table games take up the whole entire middle section of the casino. There is no middle point to walk through or cut through, and that really doesn't help with the flow. So once we take a look at that, we'll kind of dive in a little bit more into why that's a downside. But however, this casino is in pretty decent size. We did see some video poker around in this area too, and we have a decent variety of machines, as well as a good amount of each type of machine. So there's definitely a lot of space for everyone to be able to sit down and play their favorite game. I also really like the style of this casino. It's very modern and it's very well done. And like I said, these are very new machines and they're all tied to the medallion, so it makes it just a very seamless and modern process. Here we have some buffaloes that are always a fan favorite. We do have quite a few of those, and you'll also see actually that there is this really cool screen at the top of the buffaloes by the table games that showcases a lot of different media, but they also have like the buffaloes running up there, which can look pretty cool when you are playing in the slots area. Now, we also have some quick hits. We did see like Wheel of Fortune as well. There was a couple of different types of Wheel of Fortune too. And there's a wide variety of the Huff and Puffs as well. We saw some of like the Huff and More Puff, which is pretty popular. Now, as you can see, some of these machines do say temporarily unavailable. That is because I had to film on boarding day and the casino is not actually open yet. However, I do think you'll get a pretty good idea of the machines that are available here. I have to give Princess points for the amount of video poker machines that are here and that they're not all in just one section. They're kind of spread throughout. And I noticed this too, like even with the Huff and Puff machines, they're kind of located throughout the casino. So if one area is full, you can probably go to the other side and find that. Now, speaking of the sides, this side that we're standing in currently is actually the smoking section. So this is where you're allowed to smoke. On the first side that we went through, here we see on the opposite side of the table games, that is the non-smoking section. And I think they did a pretty good job of enforcing this rule, and a lot of people, abided by this. But do keep in mind, if you are a smoker or a non-smoker, which side you may prefer to be on, and make sure that you are abiding to all of the rules of the casino. It can get a little crowded in here. I was actually on a casino sailing where they had a bunch of people from the casino loyalty program invited onto this cruise. So this was incredibly crowded, and my sailing was probably not a good example of what the casino typically looks like. I actually was not able to get on the Texas Hold'em table for the whole entire cruise until the last night, pretty much. That was how busy it was. Now, they call them at Texas Hold'em something slightly different, which we'll see in a little bit. And I think that's pretty interesting. I think that the amount of tables they have is good, but some games like Texas Hold'em, they only had like 2 tables, one on the smoking side and one on the non-smoking side. And that caused a little bit of issue because, I had to wait. I think I stood outside that table for about an hour and a half, and I still wasn't able to sit down at that table. So it can definitely cause an issue when a lot of people want to play a particular game because they have a wide variety, but that also means they don't have a lot of like one specific game. So keep that in mind. And here we will see another Wheel of Fortune machine. We're also going to find some ATMs up here as well. So if you want to withdraw any money from your bank account, you'll be able to do that with your card. So we have that machine right here to be able to transfer any money. They also have contactless right there if we looked close enough. And you're also going to find the bar cart here too. Now let's take a look at the table games. So we have things like roulette and blackjack, of course. And you'll see there are a lot of tables here. We also have Fun 21. There are quite a few different variations of blackjack, but you'll see that predominantly most of these tables are here's the heads up hold'em. That's what they called it on here. Pretty much the same. There are a few differences between traditional Texas Hold'em, so do keep that in mind. And we have the craps table as well. We have high card flush. This is unique. It's actually literally just playing for the best flush that you can possibly get. Very interesting. pretty easy to learn and play, but there's only one of that table, and I feel like Princess could have given a lot more love to some of these other table games because we are seeing here just a lot of blackjack. So comment down below if you think they should focus on giving some more tables to other games. And we have the other heads up hold'em table on the side too, next to the roulette. But as you can see, there's no walkthrough area in between, so it makes it a little bit hard to move around here. And you can watch all of your favorite sports games and whatnot on the TVs above, so you're fully entertained while in the casino. Alright, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful and informative for you. If it was, make sure to subscribe for all things cruising, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bon voyage!